Welcome back to another video for HarborFinancialOnline.com. Today I'm going to be talking about mileage rates and how to get the deduction for mileage deductions and how you can write this off on your tax return. So I'm going to get the video going here and we'll go through this together. So when you're using the standard mileage rate, you have to exclude this from your actual car expenses. You have to go one way or the other. Either you're going to deduct the mileage rate or you're going to do actual car expenses. The current mileage rate deduction is 50.5 cents. Now I want you guys to know this is always changing, but that's currently what it's at. But it's always being adjusted, so you can't, each year they change that amount, so you can't just stick to that 50.5 cents. But right now that's what it's at. Now, one of the requirements for deducting this and getting the mileage rate deduction is you have to make sure the vehicle is going to be available for future business use. When you file the return, it's going to ask you that question. So I try to recommend people file the return online if you can, because they'll ask questions like this. Well, that will let you know if you're going to get the deduction or not. So that's one of the key questions. Now, if the vehicle is a lease, you have to use the standard mileage rate for the whole lease. You can't, that's how you have to begin it, and that's how you have to do it for the whole lease of the car. You can't stop it. You have to do the standard mileage deduction the whole way through. Now you can use a vehicle for personal and business use and get the mileage deduction. And I'm going to explain this to you in the next slide here. Now an example, what I would like, just show you a quick example of how this works is, say you use one car for your job and for personal use. You have 25,000 miles. Say 15,000 miles is business and the remaining 10,000 is going to be personal. You're going to get a deduction for that 15,000 miles as long as your employer didn't reimburse you for that mileage. Same thing if you had a small business that you own. You do the same split, okay, the same way you're going to deduct it. It's different if you own a business versus an employee, which I'll show you the different forms, how you report those amounts. Again, the mileage rate is 50.5 cents. It's going to be adjusted each year. Make sure to keep an accurate log of all your miles. This is your only record. You have to be able to back up what you're reporting, so make sure it's a detailed log with dates and the exact mileage amounts. Now, for a job, you can't deduct commuting expenses no matter how far you drive. Make sure you're not doing that. This is a very important bullet right here. If your primary workplace is your home, then you can deduct mileage going from your home in different places, related to your employer. So, but your primary place of work has to be your home, and you're going to need some kind of proof of that. Now, for employees, the unreimbursed mileage expenses is going to get reported on Form 2106. This amount gets reported on Schedule A, which I'm going to show you the Form 2106. And then if you're self-employed, filing a Schedule C form, this is for small business owners, the mileage deduction amounts are going to go on the Schedule C form. I'm going to show you guys this in a second. Make sure, this is very important too, if you're getting reimbursed by your employer, you can't do the mileage deduction, okay? Now they may only be reimbursing you a part of it or a percentage. So say, we have the 50.5 cents per mile. If they're reimbursing you 20 cents, then you can deduct 30.5 cents to make up that difference. So let's go to the forms real quick. Here's our site, HarborFinancialOnline.com. I just want to show this to you guys real quick. You can do a free online estimate of your refund and what your taxes might be, and actually file the return directly online here. It allows for e-filing and all of that. So I just want to show you guys that real quick. Now here is the first form I want to show you. This is 2106. This is if you had a job and you have mileage expenses and you're not getting reimbursed. So for that 50.5 cents per mile you're not getting reimbursed, you're going to fill out this form here, and here's the split between business and personal, and you have to enter in all these boxes. You're going to want the log that supports the information you put in these boxes. So whatever you put in there, you know, they're going to hold you to those amounts if that was accurate. So Form 2106. Now if you file the return online, it's automatically going to bring in this form and fill it out for you. Now if you have a small business, Schedule C business, this is the form, which if you've ever filed a Schedule C, you're used to seeing this. Now the vehicle expenses for miles are going to be down here in Part 4. And this is where you're going to do your split between business and personal if it's the same car. Okay? I'm going to ask some of these questions. Again, you do it online, it's going to ask you all these questions on the form, automatically give you the form. So those are the two main important forms with the mileage rate deduction. So I appreciate you watching the video. Check out some of our other videos. We cover all areas of credits and deductions, and check out our site, harborfinancialonline.com. Thank you.